Welcome back, everyone, to Hexes and Hyperdrives. My name is Scott, and today we're going to be reviewing Marvel's Agatha All Along, the second series that premiered on Disney in 2024. Agatha All Along is actually the second part of a television trilogy. The first part being WandaVision. Agatha All Along is obviously the second part, and the third one is the upcoming Vision Quest. But for now, a spoiler-free review of Agatha All Along. I apologize if there are some spoilers in this, but I'm going to make this as spoiler-free for you as possible. So to start off, this series is a mental mind trip. First, we have the returning Agatha, played by none other than Kathryn Hahn, who, for those that are unaware, also did the voice of Olivia Octavius, the Spider-Man cartoon. Into the Spider-Verse? Yeah, Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse. And it's important to note about this series, which I was terrified of, the earlier series, Echo, which I've already done a review for, you can find that link in the profile here, was kind of like a redemption arc for the character, and I was terrified that this was going to happen for Agatha. And I want you all to know, this is the only spoiler I'll give, there's no redemption for her. She's still shallow, she's still selfish, she's a different side of the coin, maybe, but we get to understand her a bit more. So in this series, she's basically trying to form a new coven, which allows her to get introduced a whole bunch of new characters. Now, this is Marvel, so this is their idea of a coven. So if you're thinking of a coven where there's 13 witches in a circle on brooms, throw that out the window. We are introduced to Joe Locke's character, whom, for the sake of this review, I will simply refer to as Boy. But he is best known from the Netflix series Heartstopper. Also joining, we are introduced to Jennifer Kale, played by Saskia Zamata, and Alice Wu, played by Ali Ahin, if I said that correctly. We are introduced to the mysterious Rio, who is played by an Aubrey Plaza, and my personal favorite, Lilia Caldero, played by the incomparable Patti LuPone. And now I remember her as the mom from ABC's Life Goes On. This is kind of a TV series about a family that actually had a Down syndrome actor in there, which was actually groundbreaking at the time. It's a great series. I highly recommend you go watch it. We also get to see our favorite quote-unquote victim, Mrs. Hart. We are treated to a brilliant 9 episodes, with the longest being about 50 minutes. And the shortest only 32 minutes. Once the series is all said and done, a lot has happened. But the end of the series really caught me off guard. Like, technically speaking, the whole series ends not on the last episode, but on the previous episode. The last episode is something else altogether. We do figure out the formula for the episodes pretty earlier on. It's pretty easy to figure out what they're going to do. So they're going to do the pacing, so to speak, but that's not a major issue. And because, again, this is part 2 of a trilogy, we are treated to a cliffhanger. No idea this cliffhanger will actually lead it into the third series of Vision Quest. I don't see how it would. However, I really don't know what the Vision Quest series form will take. So there is a possibility that we'll see some carryover from Agatha All Along. I don't think that will really be the case, though. I think this is going to be more focused on Vision. Overall, again, this is not a redemption arc for Agatha in any way, shape, or form, even in the final episode. It just makes me feel horrible for old Mrs. Hart. The acting in this series is absolutely phenomenal. There's nothing I can complain about. I liked everything. There's nothing I felt was cheesy, nothing I felt was out of place. This is definitely one of the better Marvel series that has come out recently. It's got a great concept, great characters, great effects. This series will hit you a little bit harder as well when you realize once you're done watching it, that this series pretty much takes place within a 24-hour period. So overall, yeah, 3 stars, great, always room for improvement. in terms of length and content, runtime, those little nitpicking things. There's something weird about watching an hour episode one day and then the next day watching a half an hour episode. It feels like you missed something. Thank you very much, everybody. Until next time. Hey, remember to like this video and give us a follow.